Hey, what up? It's your boy Saint, and thanks for being here. This is another episode on the Chill Zone channel. Alright, everything to do with VR, music, and anything else that's chill. Anyway, so let's jump into it. 5 things that could be a problem on the new MetaQuest 3. Alright, 5 things on that beast of a headset, by the way. Alright, so there could be a problem. I've been watching a lot of reviews, I've been watching a lot of hands-on videos, and I've been checking out a few things here and there that I think could be a problem on the headset. Alright, so before you go out there and buy that headset, this could be something that you think about. Alright, anyway, let's jump into it. Number one, price. Number one, price. I know that $499 doesn't seem like a lot when you think about the capabilities of the headset and what is within the headset and how much of a powerhouse the headset is. Alright? Considering so many other headsets are out there that don't have the depth sensor and don't have the pass-through, all of that, and the prices are so high. Yeah, so when you look at it in that way, going from a $299 Quest 2 to a $499 Quest 3 is nothing, right? Going to from a Valve Index to a Quest 3 is nothing. Going from a Vario to a Quest 3 is nothing. All of these things, even going from a Quest Pro, to a Quest 3 is absolutely nothing. And considering that the Quest 3 is way better than the Quest Pro, right? So considering that, $499 doesn't seem like a lot. But going from nothing, which is me right now, going from nothing to $499 is kinda a lot of money. And this is at the base model. This is 128 gigs of space. This is the one that PC VR people should have. Yeah, not even the ones who's gonna be having so many games on the standalone headset. Oh yeah, then you need the 512 version, which is $650. So that's even a more of a leap, and this is apart from accessories. Alright, so number one, it's gonna be the price. Alright, and when I say that there, I'm even adding in the fact that at the price that it is, the 128 version is still a disadvantage. It's still a no-no if you're not a PC VR person. Alright, so watch out for that. Alright, so that's basically like 2 in 1. Alright, so watch out for that. Number 2, I would say, is the battery life. So number 2, battery life. They said that it'll last for like 2 hours and a half or somewhere. I've been watching some reviews, some hands-on, and it's basically getting to just and this is with, I've seen people talking about it, and they've been saying that even with the lighting not as bright and all of that, they're just trying to keep that battery life at a proper. This is just getting at 2 hours, just getting at 1 hour 50 minutes, 1 hour 58 minutes. Barely reaching that 2 hour mark. Alright, so that's something to consider. That's something to consider, especially, it's your new headset. You want to go in there and just smash. You just want to go in there and do what you need to do, and if it's not hitting that 2 hour mark, it's basically a problem. And with that, it means that you're going to be spending money on some accessories, which is basically going back to the price. Yeah, so you're going to be basically spending more money on battery packs, on new head straps. Also, something that might be a problem is probably that head strap being like, it looks nice, it looks like the balancing would be nice on it, looks better than the Quest 2 head strap, but maybe a long time playing in it might give you a bit of discomfort, so you might want to invest in an Elite strap and with a battery pack and stuff like that, just to get that battery power back in. So you're gonna be looking at low battery, most of the time, if you don't invest in a battery pack or a strap with a battery on it. Yeah, so number 2 is gonna be that battery life, right? Number three, and these things are all fixable, right? I mean, price, you can save up a little bit more for it and, you know, get that 512, or, you know, wait for them to drop the price if they ever do, you know. And then also with the strap, you don't have to buy the Elite strap from Meta. That's expensive. You know, you can just wait for third parties and they will drop a proper Elite strap, or they'll drop a Bobo strap or something like that with a battery pack that'll save you on the strap and will also give you that battery life. You know, if it can last you a good 4 hours, I would say that's good enough. And Bobo battery straps normally come with these clip-on batteries that you can clip off and put a new one, so you can have one charging and one on your headset. As soon as that one's done, you can put the other one there and put that one there. Then that means you can have an infinite amount of just gaming, yeah, or watching a movie or something, because sometimes the movie is like 2 hours and some change, yo. You know, you can't be watching a movie and it's going off, you know, and you don't want to be charging it all the time as well. So it's kind of crazy. So I would say number 1, price. Number 2, price, battery life, price, battery. Yeah. And number 3, I would say, would be the pass-through. I mean, one of the most amazing features of the Quest 3 is that pass-through. Yeah, is that pass-through slash depth sensor that's gonna allow us to go into beautiful gaming, MR, see your space, your living space. Man, it's important. It's powerful. All right. So from the reviews that I've been seeing, the hands-on that I've been seeing some distortion in the pass-through, right? But I gotta tell you guys, I'm not gonna be all negative on this one, because when you look at the other pass-throughs in the past, I'm not talking about the Vario and stuff, I'm not talking about like high-end headsets. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about at the price that it is, the pass-through is pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. So I will say it's a negative slash positive, because it's pretty good. It's an amazing pass-through. There's hardly any distortion. There is a bit, but it's worth it for the price that it is, and it will still give you an amazing experience with all the games that are coming. Yeah, still. And talking about pass-through, let's go into the 4th reason I think there's a bit of a problem, and that is for developers, right? MR is not at the point of VR right now, and VR is still growing. Yeah, VR is still growing. There's so many amazing games like Red Matter that is just amazing, right? Hubris that is just amazing, right? We got some good ones, Saints and Sinners, that are on the VR system right now. We have some beautiful games that we can say, wow, this is basically representing VR right now. Yeah, these games really represent VR. They're really something that you jump in and you super immersed. You look around and it's big open cities, maybe like Assassin's Creed Nexus. You know, from what I've been hearing, it is one of those games that you look around, you can climb on roofs, and it's just open city. So we have some beautiful big games for VR, but still VR. Oh, Asgard Wrath, yeah, thank you for telling me that. Someone just sent that my way right now. Asgard Wrath, of course, it's a huge, amazing game, right? And it's gonna be beautiful, especially on the Quest 3. I'm even saying that it should have been a Quest 3 exclusive for them to sell more Quest 3 headsets. Yeah, but they also still gonna sell the Quest 2 and Quest Pro headsets. So of course they're gonna make it like, you know, on all those platforms. But I'm just saying, you know, VR is still growing. It's still becoming more of a beautiful platform. It's still niche now for all the early adapters, for all the enthusiasts, all of us that are excited for VR, excited for, I would even go as far as to say, escape from this reality. I mean, that's why MR is good, right? Because it allows you to mix up the reality, so someone who's not really into the whole escape thing can still play their MR games in this reality, right? But for us who just, I wanna come back from a hard day at work or a stressful day and just put on a VR headset and bang, I'm no more in my bedroom anymore. I'm somewhere else, you know. And that's what VR stands for a lot of people. Yeah, so for that, VR is still growing. It's still becoming more open to people, more amazing in terms of the experiences and the gameplays. The games that are dropping for it. Now to add on something like MR it's still a baby at this stage. So number 4, MR is still a baby. Developers still have to grow that baby, still have to feed that baby. That baby needs to become something amazing. Like I was even saying, I mean, if they could sort out the cameras on the VR system where it allows you to go outside in the sunlight and you could play Saints and Sinners outside running around your yard and around the town or in a park, and you shooting zombies and killing zombies. Come on now. Oh my word. Last night I was going to bed and I was thinking so much about this MR thing, and I was thinking what would be a nice game, and I was thinking something like a 10 experience for MR. Like how we would say the first encounter game is on, by the way, on headsets on the Quest 3 you get the first encounter, I think free. Actually I would say free. Alright, it's pre-installed, so you get there and you can just play that game fully installed. Now I'm just saying, I was thinking of 10 experiences. Like, you know, you go into this game and it has 10 like different experiences. Maybe the first 2 would be free, alright, and you pay for the rest, maybe $2 or something, or $3 for the rest, alright. But I was thinking of maybe like, imagine putting on your headset and then you in the headset and you activate this experience, and you in your room and water starts to flood your room, and as this water starts to flood your room, fishes start falling in the water, and fish start falling in the water, and they start coming towards you, and if you put your hand out, you know, they move away from your hand and stuff. And then we got jellyfish and all these different type of fish coming into the water. And as they're coming into the water, you're enjoying this whole beautiful environment of all of that there. And then all of a sudden, a shark, you can see it from your walls. You can see like a shadowy vibe going through the walls, and it starts to break through the wall and stuff, and starts to come in, and you know, something like that. And maybe you have to rush to open up like a tunnel-y thing or something like that to let the water go through, you know, and then everything goes through, and you're like, what an amazing experience that would be. Yeah, what an amazing experience. I'm just saying, maybe a second one would be like something that you can just view, something that you can just watch, like for people who don't want to pick up levers and shoot small aliens in the room. Maybe an experience that we can just watch, like maybe you standing in your room and the wall starts to crack, and then out comes this being, or maybe like Hulk or something, but not in his fully form, and he starts to transform in front of us, and we're watching him bang the walls, and he's like banging the walls and smashing the walls, and as he's smashing it, you know, he's leaving like dents and stuff, and he's transforming in front of you, and boom, he becomes a Hulk, and he's bang, bang, and the whole world, the whole your room walls, your roof, everything falls off, collapse, and you look out and it's a beautiful world, yeah, Marvel type of world, and he just jumps or leaps away or something like that, you know, like amazing. And then you can have other experiences that you pay for, but just something like MR should give us. And even these experiences that I'm talking about is still baby experiences, still tech demo experiences. We need 1 hour, 8-hour gameplay of real MR. Yeah, I'm talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! MR. Like, I'm standing there in my room with the roof open playing a card game, or I'm standing in my yard playing a card game with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Set there with the cards all, and I got my Blue Eyes White Dragon, I got my Obelisk the Tormentor standing so high, and I'm battling another guy, you know, in MR. Yeah, and that's gonna be a good 8-hour play game time. I mean, I would say, I mean, on Xbox and all these other consoles, that's like at least 12-hour gameplay to clock the whole Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. So I can imagine walking around my town and meeting different fighters and stopping there and speaking to them, and do you want to duel? And they say yeah, and pull out my deck and I duel somewhere, anywhere. Or maybe I don't have to walk around the world, just in my yard, and I can just, you know, switch to different duel places and places like that and walk around my yard or something. I don't know, but give us something, alright? So I would say that would be the number 4. It's still in its early days, and it's still gonna have updates, especially for even the mixed reality pass through. Of course, it's a bit you know, distorting now, but after the updates it's still going to be beautiful, it's still going to get there, so don't stress about that there that much. But for the price, the quality is absolutely amazing right now. Same with the MR. I mean, it's going to get there. Maybe in a year, maybe in 2 years, we're gonna get some beautiful MR games. But for the price right now, and for the exclusives that will come for VR for the Quest 3, it's worth it, right? So number 5, I would say, is still the mixed reality pass-through room mapping. It is giving a little bit of a problem from what I've been seeing in terms of you look around, but if you have anything in your room space, it is giving a problem for mapping those areas, so you have to go and do it manually. But if not, if you have a clear room space, it should be gold, right? It should be amazing, right? What else can I say, guys? That's my 5 things that I think you should be thinking about, but I don't think it would be something apart from the price that could stop you from buying the Quest 3 as an upgrade, because it's amazing for what it is and for the price, but also for the updates that are gonna come, it's gonna be even more better, right? Because remember, the Quest 2 dropped and it wasn't even the Quest 2 that it is right now. From all the upgrades that it has, I mean updates that it has, it's become a new headset. So same thing will happen for the Quest 3 throughout this year, and mostly for the most part of next year, it'll become a new headset. I'm serious, it's gonna be amazing. Alright, so even if you are short of money now and you're saving up, you could buy it next year, and you buy it at its peak, at its prime. Yeah, so that's beautiful thoughts, food for thought. And then I would say jump onto Disco VR, her channel. She is throwing a giveaway for Quest 3, so I'm gonna put her details on the screen, and I'll also put a link in the description, so go and check her out. You know, you could win a Quest 3. I mean, hey, I mean, come on now, who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that? I'm excited for that. So go through to her channel and check out. She drops some beautiful info, beautiful videos, and you can just get more info from there, and also probably even win a Quest 3. Right? I have no beef with anybody, so I'm not worried to shout out for someone's channel, to send a shout out. So yeah, go ahead and do that. Thank you guys for being here. It's your boy Saint. Continue being amazing. Continue being beautiful. And happy VRing, guys. Happy VRing.